Skiing with frozen toes is the worst. But do heated insoles actually help, or are they just another overpriced gimmick? I tested them while skiing and ran some control tests. And I found some surprising things you need to know before buying. First issue, fitting them inside your boots. They slide in, but you will need some wiggling and pushing. If your boots are ultra tight, you must test at home first, because they might not fit and make you very uncomfortable. The cable also needs some adjustment to avoid discomfort. Luckily, with thick ski socks and my second-hand boots, I did not have any major issues. Since I couldn't track foot temperature while skiing, I ran a balcony test to measure how warm they actually get. I tested all 4 levels, 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, at just above freezing temperatures. The results were surprising. There was no real difference between 100% and 75%. Both reached 50 degrees Celsius for around 5 hours. The 50% level gave a steady 25 to 30 degrees for 8 hours. And the 25% level, whoa, it lasted an incredible 21 hours at 13 degrees. That might not sound like much, but it's about 10 degrees above the outside temperature, and that will really make a difference while skiing. That's why I mostly stuck to the lowest level. Just keeping my feet from cooling down in the first blade make it work best. So normally I just let it run all the day and turn it off when it gets warm, like on a sunny day. This means that for my 5 to 6 hour long ski days, the battery lasted more than enough, and I never had to worry about running out of power. Bonus, you can check the battery level by pressing the button when unplugged. This is super handy. And unlike traditional toe warmer, this insole heats the entire foot, not just a little spot. Now let's talk about the biggest issue, the battery pack. Wearing it isn't a problem. It feels a little heavy at first, but once you have your ski boots on and the ski, you don't really notice additional weight. However, there are 2 things you need to check. Does your ski pant fit over it? And can you actually operate the tiny button with thick gloves? At first, I had to roll up my pants every time to check the setting or turn it on. But after using it for a while, I got used to adjusting it through the pants. But it needed some practice. One more thing. Charging takes 3 to 4 hours, so keep that in mind if you are in a hotel room with limited plugs. So, should you buy heated insoles? Let's break it down. Pro, they really work. They keep your feet warm and battery life is great. Full foot heating, not just the toes. The battery placement is fine, the extra weight is unnoticeable. And you have full control on the heat level. You can turn it off or change temperature. Unlike toe warmers. Cons, it might not fit an ultra-tight ski boots. The cable placement needs some adjustment, and the tiny button is tricky at first. Also, it's not cheap. You start with €50 plus. Bonus, I can also use them during the long bus ride to the ski resort. But overall, I am super happy with my battery insoles. These have made my ski days way more comfortable. Would you try heated insoles? Let me know in the comment. With all of this information, stay warm and happy skiing.